Hi, in this video we'll create an enemy that will chase our player, navigate around obstacles and shoot at them. First, open the View tab and check the Show Nav Mesh option. For Nav Mesh objects, set Navigation Static. Then go to the Navigation tab and click Build Nav Mesh. We now have a blue area showing where our Nav Mesh agent can walk. Don't forget to set Navigation Static for the cubes as well. Then rebuild the Nav Mesh. You'll see the walkable area has changed. Now the agent won't walk too close to the cubes, only up to a certain distance. Let's create our enemy and rename the cubes to Cube. Drag the enemy model from the Assets into a new object called Enemy. Give our enemy a weapon in its hand. Add a rigid body to the enemy object. Copy the Capsule Collider component from the player and paste it into the enemy. Then position and rotate it accordingly. Create a new script called Enemy AI. Declare public variables Target, Firepoint, and Bullet Visual Prefab. We'll also need components from the enemy object. Define parameters like detection range, attack cooldown, damage, and bullet speed. In the Awake method, assign the necessary components to the variables. In the Update method, if there's no target or if the enemy has no health, skip execution. Increase attack timer by time.delete.time. Calculate the distance to the target. If the distance is less than attack range and there are no obstacles, shoot at the target. If there is something in the way, just rotate towards the target. If we're only in detection range, chase the target. Otherwise, just stand still. Create a chase method where we set the agent's destination to the target's position. Create a Look at Target method to calculate the direction and rotate the enemy towards the target using math formulas. Create a Has Line of Sight method to cast a ray and return whether it hit the target. Implement the Try Shoot at Target method. We'll need the endpoint and direction. Use physics.ract to fire a ray and check if we hit an object with a rigid body. Store the hit object in Detection Object. Create a play if not playing method to play an animation only if it's not already playing. Now let's create the attack method. Check if the enemy is allowed to shoot. Try shooting, and if we hit the target, apply damage. Also spawn a visual bullet. Copy the shooting logic from the Raycast weapons script and adapt it here. At the end of the method, reset attack timer. Go to the editor and attach the enemy AI script to the enemy. Assign the target, fire point, and bullet visual prefab. Copy the animation component from the player and paste it into the enemy. I'll change the shooting animation to a different one. Add the enemy health and NavMesh agent components to the enemy object. Lower the movement speed of the agent. Now run the game. You'll see the agent chases the player and navigates around obstacles. Now let's make the cube move between 2 points. For that, add a NavMesh obstacle component to it. Adjust its size, uncheck static, and rebuild the NavMesh. Create a script called Move Between 2 Points. Declare variables for point A, point B, and other settings. In Awake, ensure both points are assigned and set the first one as the target. In Fixed Update, move toward the target. Implement the method to calculate direction and move the object accordingly. If the object reaches the point, switch to the other one using a switch target method. Create an object in the scene to hold the points. Inside it, create our 2-point objects. Attach the movement script to the cube and assign the points. Since the cube is offset by 1.5 on the y-axis, the points should also be moved by 1.5 on y. Run the game. You'll see the cube moves from point to point and the enemy navigates around the moving cube.